Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to talk to you all about managing your STEM teams. Sometimes we often have difficulties. If you've ever felt like your students were arguing instead of working together, this one's for you, so stay tuned. So my first year teaching STEM, I had this whole vision of what things would look like, and I put my students in groups and they started working together, and then I would find that they were arguing, and one student was just sitting around not really working, and another student was taking the lead, and some people were getting upset, and it wasn't working out too well, and I realized that I had to change something. So does this sound like you? Do you see this in your classroom? I'm sure that you do, because it's very frequent that this happens. So what I came up with was STEM job roles. So kind of like classroom jobs, but just related to STEM challenges. And I can show you here. I decided to make them into a necklace and a lanyard for my students to wear. So each one of my students got this at the start of the STEM challenge, and they felt a little bit more like in control of what they're doing. They were following their roles and they stuck to that. So the first thing I always do is I go over what the different roles are. So here's an example. I print out these posters and I add them to a bulletin board, to somewhere in my classroom, so that the students know all year long, even when we stop using the tags. And this kind of gives each student a more of a baseline to follow, a description, something to go with, and instead of just not knowing what to do. And I have a whole bunch of them, and I have them in small size too, and what I did with those is I put them in these lanyards, so it was a little more fun for the student. So the front says what their job is, and on the back it has the tasks. So once I go over this to the entire class, I split up my class into teams, and each student is assigned a random role. They must only do what their role is. So the captain is in charge of making the decisions, asking the teacher for help, encouraging the team, keeping the team on task. So the captain's not going to be getting the materials or cutting things. And this is only so that each student learns what is really required to form a team. So in the beginning, you want to be strict with your students. You want them to only focus on the job that they were assigned. And the reason for this is so they get to know those responsibilities, and then they are able to start to learn all of the jobs, and it will come together as a group. So each week I change, and students get a different role, and they might even be with a different team, but they start to learn little by little how they can really work together and what is needed in a good team, especially for STEM. So to make it a little more fun, you can find these type of lanyards on Amazon. I'll link them below, and you can put in your own STEM roles. I will link mine if that's something you're interested in, and hopefully this helps you as you manage your groups. If you stay consistent with your students, they will become experts, and they will work together as a team, and they will start to communicate better as well. So good luck. Comment below if you try this out. I would love to hear, and I will see you soon.